Hey, positive peeps. I'm so glad you joined me today. You are in for a treat. We're going to be having a difficult discussion about raising adult children. And I've invited my cousin Lisa. Well, her name is really Alicia Hunter, but I call her Lisa because that's my heart name for her, and our family calls her Lisa. Anyhow, we're going to have a difficult discussion on raising adult children. I hope you enjoy the conversation. It's short, sweet, to the point, and it may be informative for you. Please remember, like, share, subscribe. Really subscribe. Subscribe. Yes. All right, without further ado, let me get into it.
The sun and the moon up above us, shining down on the night. And there's something about the atmosphere, it just feels so right.
I know I don't
You
have a
haven't
lot
said
of,
anything about my hair. It's new.
I love your hair, but your hair always looks cute, so there's no shocker there. So
No, it
that's why.
doesn't. It's been,
Well,
I've
every
been looking
time,
like COVID-19.
every time I see you, you look good.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining in to Tasha Smiles Daily. I'm Tasha. Today, I am joined by my cousin, my heart, my love, my cousin Lisa. And today we're going to have a difficult conversation. I know I look very happy right now, but we are going to get serious in a moment. We're going to have a difficult discussion about raising grown adult children. I chose my cousin Lisa because she has 3 adult children. And we know that once the key word is adult. So we're not really raising adult children. They're already gone. But we're just going to discuss, what it's like to have kids that are adults that we're still kind of helping out, wink. I have a 19-year-old son as well, so and he lives at home with me. Her kids are all grown and gone, but I still wanted to ask her some questions about what it's like to be a mom after the kids are gone and grown. So, Lisa, would you like to say anything before we get started, before I start asking you questions?
Well, I just want to thank you for having the conversation. I'm excited about the conversation. I think that this subject matter is super serious but super funny because you have to find some humor sometimes in situations.
That's true. We really do. For the first question, I just want to say, and I guess this would be starting at lighthearted anyways, but can we really raise our adult children, or are we coddling them after they're grown and gone? Can we raise them?
No, we already raised them. They're already raised.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, when you think about it, when you raise them, for me, I'll talk about me.
Okay.
There were some things in the raising I probably could have done a little differently.
I think we're both in that boat, but
Yeah.
So when you say there's some things that you could have done differently, like what?
I think I should have, for me, I should have pushed education. I didn't, because I was successful with a high school diploma. So that kind of made me think,
in your mind,
fine. In my mind, they'll be fine. Let them do what they want.
Yes.
And not prepare them to go to college, or at least have the conversation about what options they have and get them prepared for either direction. And I don't think I did that. I'm in school now, you know that. I'm finishing up my degree now. So they know that it is important. There's a reason why, I professionally wise, I'm doing well. But I know, but I've been super blessed.
I have a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. I've been down there. She's in Vegas. I'm in Modesto, but she and her husband have a fantastic house that they live in right now. But they're moving into a ginormous, beautiful plot of land, I should say. Anyway,
we are super blessed. We are super blessed. I'm super blessed, even without my degree. However, it is something that that piece of paper, depending on if you're going to go a corporate way or you're going to go entrepreneurial way. So when I was raising them, I should have considered those things as I was raising them. That's all.
Yeah. I agree with you. And I think that you, even though you're kind of downing yourself right now, I really took notes from you, because you were the person that advised me and said, you need to go back to school. You're just sitting at home. Time's going to pass you by anyways. Go to school. And so I listened to you. You're the person that got me into school, and now I'm a graduate too because of you and going on for my bachelor's. Now you're going for a master's after your bachelor's. But, I learned a lot from you. And with me being someone that was going to school, that's what put the like itch in my kids to want to go to school as well, because they saw you doing it, they saw me doing it. And then I have great mentors like, Dr. Cheryl Williams Jackson, Melanie Baru, all these professors that are kind of that speak life into me. My mom as well, she advised me to keep going to school. And now that I've got that, my son is so excited to go to school. He starts school on the 24th of August. He'll be a freshman in college as well. So I think that even though you say that you wish you would have what you woulda, shoulda, coulda kind of done, you still raised really great kids. They're awesome kids, all three of them. And so I can still see where you're coming from, those saying that you wish that because you felt successful as a high school graduate, but that's also because you didn't really have someone rooting you on the same way to go to college as well. You figured it out on your own.
My family didn't care if I graduated from high school, girl.
Yeah.
They really didn't.
Don't say that.
They didn't. Well, I should say my mom's side, because my mom's side didn't feel like it was super important. That's just being transparent.
Yeah.
And my kids, I guess I should have started off with my adult children are in their 30s. My youngest is about to be 30, and then I have a 34. I know I'm getting this wrong. Andrea, you just had a birthday. I don't remember. But anyway, they're in their 30s. Two of them have children. They're great kids. They have the best hearts.
They do.
They have the best hearts ever. And I'm super proud of that. I am super proud. However, I didn't explore with them where they wanted to go and what they wanted to do. What I thought was important was working, was
making money,
providing,
making
sure they were taken care of. That was my priority. And I didn't know any better. I did the best that I can do. So I'm not getting on myself at all. I'm saying, if you have children right now, listen to people that have had children and make your decisions off of information and experience. That's all.
Right. And then, so with that, I'm sure that you set boundaries for the kids after they were grown and gone, but what are some of the boundaries that you set for them before they left? I mean, like I said, I still have an adult son at home. My daughter she's like an adult, but she's going to be a senior, but it's like it's like she's 28. She's an old lady. But
she is an old lady.
She really is. But since my son is still at home and he's going to be going into college, do you have advice for me on some of the boundaries that I should set for him? Because it's very hard to decide what the boundaries are when they're still in your house, because I have to acknowledge and respect that he is an adult, but he still has to acknowledge and respect that this is my house. So how do I go about making that separation and transition? Because right now, for example, like when he goes out with his friends, I don't give him a curfew because I feel like he's 19. Like, even though he's living here, I just feel like he's responsible. Like, what are the boundaries? Like, what am I doing wrong?
I think the boundaries are your boundaries. Whatever your boundaries are. I think that part of the reason why you probably don't give him a curfew, because he's a good kid. He just really is. And I had 3 kids. All 3 kids were different. They were all different personalities. How I managed them were different. I will tell you that 2 of my kids, they left my house after high school because they didn't want to abide by my rules. I told them, you can go to school and I will take care of you, but you'll have to go to school, get a part-time job, and we're good. My oldest daughter said,
and never returned. You need to hold that up higher in case they didn't see you. She said, deuces, I'm out.
And never returned. Never returned.
Yeah.
And she said, I don't want to abide by your rules.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving. And I said, love you. Bye.
Yeah.
And so my other daughter, she chose the same kind of route. It was a little different because she just didn't want to do chores and listen to her mom. And she wanted to live on her own. She just wanted to be on her own. And so she went ahead and she did her thing. But everyone had options, what they want to do. And they still won't come back and live with me to this day.
Yeah. which is amazing. In my mind, though, Lisa, I always think, I have to be honest, and I hope you don't take offense to it, but I don't think you will. But when you and your husband decided to get this new house, I was thinking, why are they getting this big old house just for the two of them? I believe in my heart that you really want your kids to come live with you and his kids too.
We do have a lot of room.
Yes, I feel like the two of you guys are like kind of, you plan that out a little way, so in case somebody wants to come home and live, they can, because that's a lot of house for just two people.
And they could.
Yeah.
Do we want them to? We don't.
You should say you should say kind of.
But what kind?
You should say, don't say no.
Okay, but no. I don't agree, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because both of us have, between us, we both have 14 grandchildren.
Right.
Those rooms are for grandchildren.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes more sense then. That makes more sense then. So yeah, because when we were touring the house, I was thinking, and I don't know why I didn't say it out loud. I guess we just went on to a different conversation. But in my head, I was thinking, man, what are they gonna do in this house? Just the two of them. It's too many.
You know, my Minnesota grandkids, they come and they stay the summer.
Okay.
And so, you know, they want their own room. Of course, I want to give them their own room.
Yeah.
But you're right. We do have a lot of room. It does seem like we're inviting people in, but we're really not.
Yeah.
And you don't want to come live with us anyway, just in case you're watching this video, because we have rules.
But I will say, in case you're watching this video, oh my gosh, what a fabulous house this is going to be. I'm telling you, I can't wait, Lisa, until it's done, till they're done building it so that I can come and help decorate. On a sidebar, before we started this video to the viewers, my cousin has no idea that I made this. You know why? Because she doesn't support my channel. She has not even watched it to see this beautiful artwork. Yes, cousin, I made this all by myself, threw it on this wall.
And it's beautiful, and I'm not surprised.
I know, but I digress, because I'm just saying that I can't wait until your house is done, because I'm going to come down there and help get all those rooms looking fantastic and fabulous.
And I welcome you to come, honey, and I welcome you.
I know. Okay, so let's move on, because I'm trying to keep this video short, believe it or not. Okay. I'm trying to keep this, I'm trying to make my first 15-minute video to see how it will work out for me, because I'm so winded. My third and final question for you on having a difficult discussion about raising children that are already grown and gone is, how do you give constructive criticism to your adult children without sounding like a nagging mom? How do you do that? Because your kids love you. They talk to you on the phone all the time. Like, they still.
I talk to my kids every day. Yeah. Literally, I can ignore their call and they'll go back to back, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Drive me crazy.
Oh, you mean like me? But I'm not sure.
Yes.
But I still
back to back to back.
Yes.
I say you have to use some discernment. I usually don't give advice. I have one daughter that I don't give her advice if she's in emotion.
Okay.
She just wants me to listen.
Okay.
And if I try to give her advice, it's just not gonna go well. I have to wait until all that emotion is out. Okay. For my son, for example, I'm his coach, 100%, and that's my role. And I don't think I said that during this time. I feel like I'm a coach. Okay. So I'm coaching them through life. And so when my son calls,
a coach, a mom coach, yeah.
And so, and their biggest supporter, their biggest cheerleader. Yeah. So my son and I talk quite a bit, and I do a lot of coaching with him, not because he needs coaching, but because he is a thinker and he wants to think it out. By the time the conversation is over, honestly, he's already figured out what he was trying to figure out. Yeah. If I had to be opinionated, I have, but I choose it. Okay. I choose to be opinionated with my grandchildren. If I feel like it's something that's detrimental to my grandchild and they're doing things that I feel are emotional, out of emotions, then I'll let them know that I don't like it, and that this is the impact that it has on your children, children. Right. And so I choose, and sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, we'll have a break. I've had breaks with my children because they didn't like what I said.
maybe we'll continue this another day, because I would love to talk about breaks from your children, because sometimes people don't think that's normal. That's okay. It's okay to have breaks from your kids. You know, sometimes you just have to have a breather for both sides, for the kids as well as the parents,
For
because
both of us, so we
Yes.
can gain some perspective.
exactly.
Okay.
This has been a great conversation. I'm so glad that you did this with me. I love you so much, but you already know that. But I'm so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished, and I admire you, and I pretty much model myself after the things that you do. I always call you for the advice that I need. You know that, for my education, for my personal life. I admire you and I love you, and I'm so glad that you did this with me today.
Thank you for asking me. You know I adore you. You're my sister cousin. Sister cousin.
I know, I love it. Okay. Have a good day, and I will talk to you in a few.
I know, right? Bye.
Bye.